Hello again, everyone. It is Mike from Mike's Critters, and I had some time after a quick little online show today for a group out in Richmond. I figured I'd get a couple more vids out. So today, the first thing I want to bring out is kind of an oddball thing. They're no longer alive. They are preserved. One is something I used to keep as a pet long time ago, and the other one is something I was able to pick up in Europe when I was on a cruise there. I'm going to bring out two examples of fish. And fish are obviously aquatic animals, though there are a few that do live on the land at times, like mud skippers, climbing perch, and walking catfish. But fish have gills, fins, and scaly skin, kind of like a reptile has scaly skin, and they also do have cold blood. So first one I want to show you guys is something that when I used to work at the Vancouver Aquarium, I used to be a docent there. I was a volunteer teacher there. I used to teach the Amazon program on a regular basis. And when they were short-staffed, I'd help in the wet labs. And I was also part of the horticulture team that took care of the plants in the Amazon. So years ago, I was lucky that I was given a small colony of seahorses. They're called line seahorses, and they actually range from Nova Scotia on the east coast of Canada all the way down the east coast of the States, Caribbean, Mexico, into northern South America. And here we go. This was, I believe, one of the boys. I had one girl and two boys. And we all know the weirdest thing about a seahorse is the boys give birth. They do. Same with their closest cousins, pipefish. Seahorses, they mate. The girls become pregnant and then transfer the eggs into the boy's pouch. And then the boy is a stationary animal in some aspects. Girl seahorses typically have a bit of a harem of men. Every day, the girl will go visit her harem one at a time to make sure they are where they're supposed to be. And when it's time, the boys will give birth to the live babies. And I did have that happen at my house a couple times. Unfortunately, it always happened in the very early morning, and I was never able to rescue any before they ended up in my filter, because I needed a strong filter in their cage for their filtration, cleaning their water. But seahorses are carnivores, and they do typically live in tropical areas around the world, though, as I just said, they can live up in Canada and the East Coast of the United States. But they're carnivores. They eat things like shrimp, krill, and they can be very finicky little animals. I was lucky to find a product called mysis shrimp that if you keep fish, this is something you might buy. It's actually farmed out of freshwater lakes in BC. The last time I bought some, that's where it came from. So they are carnivores, and they're a pretty neat little animal. The girls and the boys, they actually have a little ritual dance that they do, and they change colors, especially the boys. They kind of shimmer and move around. It was kind of neat. So the next little one I want to bring out is something, like I said, I got in Europe on a cruise. I got this in Venice, and it has the googly eyes. But this is a porcupine puffer. And pufferfish do live all over the world. This species didn't come from the Mediterranean, but they do live in other areas of the world. And as you can see, it looks like it's got a pretty good defense. Animals are not going to want to bite this animal because, as you can see, it's got spikes all over its body. When they are at rest or at just normal, their spikes are flat against their back, and they are a fairly fast little animal. But soon as they feel threatened or alert, they puff up, the spikes poke out, and it makes them bigger than they appear. That might scare things away. But when you're covered in these spikes, there's definitely going to be a second thought about wanting to bite them. Pufferfish have very, very strong jaws. They are also a carnivore. They are going to eat fish, crabs, shrimp, any little meats, any little critters that they're able to catch and overpower. So that was kind of neat, seeing something kind of a little bit different today. But I do have a few other live animals I will be bringing out for you.